This thing on? Hello? It's rolling? Hi, I'm Noah. Welcome back to another episode of A Day in History. In today's episode, we will be looking at the 1936 Olympics. Specifically, we will be looking at if Adolf Hitler's plan was successful. Before I get too in-depth, let me give you guys a little bit of background information about the 1936 Olympics. They were held in Berlin, Germany by Adolf Hitler. Hitler was rising into power at this time, and he wanted to show the world how great Germany was and the Aryans were. In fact, he thought they were so great that all other races were inferior. This was just how Hitler was. He was a messed up man. When Hitler first got the news that Germany was holding the Olympics, he was not thrilled. As a matter of fact, he was not even a sports fan and considered declining the offer entirely. After a long period of convincing by the propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels, he finally came around. The Nazi Party took advantage of this event to prove to the world that Germany was a great country and that the Aryans were a part of that. Hitler and the leaders of the Nazi Party were truly masterminds. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are no role models, but from the standpoint of a motivational speaker, Hitler had some talent, a lot of talent. I know. I have to stop blabbing. So what am I talking about? What was Hitler's plan? What was his main goal? Hitler's plan was to show the world that the Aryans were the super race, and Germany's victory in the 1936 Olympics helped him do just that. Hitler banned Jews, Gypsies, and other non-Aryans from his team. This received controversy from around the world. He even disqualified Germany's middleweight boxing champion, Johann Trollmann, because he was not Aryan. And this shows a lot because even though he was the best boxer in Germany, he was disqualified. Many countries considered boycotting the event, including the US, but this idea was shot down because the citizens loved the Olympic festivities. In the end, 51 countries attended the games, the most in that era. Hitler's plan seemed to be going well until he was halted by Jesse Owens and other black athletes. Owens won 4 gold medals during the Olympic Games, angering the Führer. In an article from the New York Times on August 10th, 1936, the journalist states, "This gave Jesse Owens his 4th gold medal. A sidebar to the Olympic Games was Adolf Hitler's refusal to acknowledge the achievement of the African-American athletes. Not surprising given his belief that only his superior German-Aryan race would dominate at the Games." Hitler believed Germany would dominate the Games, and when non-Aryan athletes began to win, he was not happy due to the attention being taken away from Germany and given to them. He even refused to congratulate any medalists, including Germans. He did this because if he was not going to congratulate the non-Aryan athletes, then it would look suspicious if he congratulated the Aryan ones. When the Nazis used propaganda, they always did it in a smart way that did not scream out, "We're brainwashing you," or "We want you to do this." The games were a way to make sure they could get their point across without anything out of the ordinary. So to recap all that, I know it was a lot. Hitler wanted to prove that Germany and the Aryans were the best. He did this by eliminating other races from his team. His plans were halted when Jesse Owens and other African Americans bursted onto the scene winning gold medals. But he was only derailed momentarily. Germany went on to win the Olympic Games, and the Nazis were content about their performance. New York Times article states from August 4th, 1936, "So delighted was Chancellor Hitler by the gallant fight that Long had made that he congratulated him privately just before he himself left the stadium." Thank you for watching another episode of A Day in History. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget, like and subscribe.